What is up, everyone? And we're back with part 5 of Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough so far. Really quickly though, I do need to give you some bad news. I deleted some footage by accident. It's not much, okay? It's just from last episode when we're in the cave with everyone and Astarion made that little comment about being tired or whatever. I don't know how people can do this all day or whatever. From there to us just walking back out of the fucking cave. I can't remember if there was loot or not. I don't think so. I just like left and then we go to camp. That's pretty much it. So I hope you guys don't mind. That's all I wanted to say. I feel really bad about it. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. Feel free to leave me a comment. It's literally like my favorite thing in the world to see you guys like comment and stuff. So I'll speak to you guys later and enjoy this episode. I say we go back to the camp again. Try and make it a common thing.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
That's fucking cool.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sanding stone, used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you,
Weird.
and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What are you?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Your right eye vibrates, and a woman's voice echoes in your head. I've a sweet tooth, and devils on the menu. Beyond the voice, you find only shadow. A piece of Will's mind locked away from intruders.
Keep out of my mind. I told you, the eyes are rock, nothing more. And that's the end of it.
You know what? Fair enough. I'm sorry. I pushed your boundaries. Won't happen again. Maybe.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but
Oh,
none
look at
with
that
the skill
smile.
to pull these
As if
worms
nothing
from
even
our
happened.
heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
Sounds like a plan. Sorry, bud, for everything that just fucking happened.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Taking away the free will of others could be a gift or a curse in disguise.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Okay, interesting. Also, I don't know what Scratch is doing. He might be bored. Or is he trying to teach me something? Oh, it's playing! I remember seeing a TikTok, apparently if you stand behind a Starion, the version with lyrics starts playing. We're just gonna sit here and listen for a sec. Yeah, that's awesome. I won't be able to play the whole thing, but how beautiful.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Fine. Just keep out of matters that don't concern you.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? That is where I was housed, yes. And thou needst not know why.
What the fuck? What's wrong with us all?
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Oh, it's my first ever tab.
Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it.
Getting emotional. It's like she's lived through this before, so she's guiding my new character through this playthrough, and oh my god. Ah! I'm getting emotional, man.
A
I
fight
tried
for
to
the
make a
fate
new
of
character
Faerûn.
and I couldn't
A
because I
fight
was like,
we are
it's not
losing.
me, bro. Like, I need a
now.
character that looks like my
You
first
can change
character.
that,
So you
but
can tell
only
that
if
they're
you
like
embrace your
similar.
potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back.
I hope to see you again soon.
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
There it is.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be.
So
Pure
fucking
potential.
cool.
Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you, if now's a good time.
Yeah, it is. I just ate a fucking tadpole, so you tell me anything actually. I did that willingly in front of literally all of you. So, I'm all ears.
It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you.
Yeah, go for
Use
it.
the tadpole,
I'm a visual
the
learner.
connection. Come into my mind.
Whoa. Are you sure?
I'm sure. I trust you.
Alright, this is like the next step, you know what I mean? Fuck, alright, here we go.
I don't remember how it started. Only how it ended. I was fleeing.
Is that Shadowheart? I've never seen this before. Oh yeah, because she died in my first playthrough.
She asked my name. Can't remember what I said. Can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember. Lady Shah. But yes, her and those who saved me and taught me her ways. The Mother Superior. She made me who I am. At least as best as I can remember. She taught me, trained me, punished me when I failed her. Which was often. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected 𝚝𝚑𝚒𝚝𝚝 to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Oh no. Oh no. One off.
I see it as more a case of wisely avoiding a potential threat. My mind is set.
I probably shouldn't have tried to probably shouldn't have pried her.
So, you've indulged. Just helped yourself to a little more power, I see. And there isn't a tentacle to be seen. Not a bad deal, I'd say. My only complaint is that you didn't want to share. I wouldn't mind indulging myself.
Oh, I can offer it to him.
Excellent. I'll have a rummage around and help myself in my own good time. Thank you. Your generosity is appreciated.
Well, if you want to eat one, apparently I have one in my pack. You know, go for it. What the fuck? Since when did I have another one in my pack anyway? Oh, I do. I wonder if he'll actually eat it. I highly doubt it. Can he even fucking eat it?
That might be worth a look.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth. The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs. You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Oh yeah, the spider egg. If you use that, a whole bunch of spiders just fucking everywhere. I'll show you. That's fucking weird. Look at that. How cute. It's so fucking cool. Save back up just because I know there will come a part throughout the game where that will come in handy. I just know that sometimes I get stuck in combat and I like to have summons. So having 6 spiders would just be perfect.
Flowers, leaves, grass. Can't beat it.
I was raised in the city. I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
And we're back at that cave, so I'm just gonna go back.
Here goes nothing. The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. In the cave, anxious hearts throbbing, ready to burst, ready to gorge on. The voice says they are meat. The meat is trapped, terrified, but protected by fire. When the fire dies, the meat will die too. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten.
Have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it.
Hell's fire. She's coming.
I love her too. She's so cool.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
𝚘𝚜 meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
𝚘𝚜, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
What the fuck happened to Will?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his.
Hey.
Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and 𝚜𝚜 made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's 𝚜𝚜 who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless 𝚜𝚜 permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to 𝚜𝚜, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Something the matter?
Just checking in.
Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a surprise, and not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the 𝚘𝚜. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Copper for your thoughts? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. 𝚜𝚜 envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more 𝚝𝚜𝚜𝚝 into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
I love that. Karlach is such like a safe person. I don't know how to explain it.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
Oh yeah, this is where we last were. I wonder if the monsters are gone now. Oh. So we've seen before that if we went the other way.
Don't mind if I do.
No. I don't want to be involved. Oh, it won't even let me go backwards. I don't have a scroll of flying or anything either, do I? No, but I have a potion of flying. Hell yeah.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
I don't know what I'm carrying that has made me walk slow, but let's just get away from this area. Let's just go somewhere a little bit safe. Let me see what I'm... Oh, well, you know what? That's probably what I'm carrying. Let's get out of this situation. I feel like... Take this shipment? No, I'm good, brother. We will come back here at some other point. Let's go over here. Because I want to go into that village. And we should be good, to be honest. Yeah.
Great God, Helm. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt.
Alright guys, and we're going to end this episode here. Once again, I'm so sorry for the outro change. I hope you guys don't mind, for this episode anyway. But I'll love you and leave you. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll catch you guys in part